Hello and good evening. How you doing? Bienvenido, guys. Hope you are well. Thank you, as always, for being here on the channel. I'm Larry. This is Parked Up Anywhere, and we're usually in a car, but sometimes we're in the studio because that's just the way it works, really, wherever we're available. By we, I mean me, so it's a universal we. All right. Good. Now, before we get into this video, if you want to get the auto translation in Portuguese, hit the cog on the video, and then you can hit on auto translate and then pick your language from there. I know it's not the best, but obviously I don't speak Portuguese, so therefore I can't, translate what I say into Portuguese, and obviously paying other people, it's pretty much out of my reach right now. So that's probably the best thing I can do as we speak. Once I get to 100k, then yeah, by all means, I'll find people to pay and translate for me on a daily basis. But anyways, if you want some more help with that, please let me know. And today we're looking at Racionais MCs, VIDA LOKA Part 2. So Crazy Life Part 2, Thug Life in the brackets. Let's do it. Strap in. No more talking, more watching. First time reaction. Let's do it.
Firmeza total, mais um ano se passando aí, graças a Deus a gente tá com saúde aí, morou? Muita coletividade na quebrada, dinheiro no bolso, sem miséria, e é nóis.
Vamos brindar o dia de hoje, o amanhã só pertence a Deus, a vida é louca.
Deixa eu falar pra você, tudo vai, tudo é fácil, irmão. Logo mais vamos arrebentar no mundão. De cordão de elite, 18 quilates, põe no pulso logo um bright, que tal, tá bom? De lupa, bochilon, bombeta, branco e vinho, champanhe para o ar, que é pra abrir nossos caminhos. Pobre é o diabo, eu odeio ostentação.
When I was in school, and we were doing media studies, and one of the films that we watched and analysed was City of God. And for me, I'll always remember that film because it was probably, at the time, I must have been, 10, 11-year-old or something when that movie first came out. And then a couple of years later, we watched it and we did some analysis on it. And to this day, I still find that as one of the most brutal movies that I'd ever watched, because the raw violence and just the raw representation of what life was like in the favelas, or just at that point in time for the poorest in Brazil, it really just left a mark on me, to be honest. And I haven't watched that movie since. It's been nearly 20 years since I watched that movie. But I'll always remember it just for the sheer violence and just, again, the rawness of it. It was like, oh my God, there's no sugarcoating. It's just boom, get a gun. Yeah. So this is kind of like on that sort of flex. And I think this was 2000. This is 2004? I don't know. If it's 2004, then Jesus Christ.
Rima não desacredita não, é só questão de tempo. Fim do sofrimento, brinde pros guerreiros, é povinho, eu lamento. Vermes, que só faz peso na terra. Tira o zóio, vê se me erra. Eu durmo pronto pra guerra, e eu não era assim. Eu tenho ódio e sei que é mal pra mim. Fazer o que se é assim? Vida louca, cabulosa. O cheiro é de pólvora, eu prefiro rosas. Eu que sempre quis um lugar gramado e limpo assim, verde como o mar, cercas brancas, uma seringueira com balança, desbrincando pipa, cercado de criança. Brau, acorda sangue bom, aqui é Capão Redondo, true, não Pokémon. Zona Sul é invés, é estresse concentrado, coração ferido por metro quadrado.
A hurt heart per square meter. That's sad, man. Concentrated stress, a hurt, so concentrated PSI but PSM per square. Really, really good. Really, really good. Wake up, homie. So this ain't a dream. This is Capão. What's it called? Capão Redondo. Obviously, you can let me know a bit more information in the comments. I'll also do my own research.
Capão Redondo, true, não Pokémon. Zona Sul é invés, é estresse concentrado, coração ferido por metro quadrado. Quanto mais tempo eu vou resistir, pior que eu já vi meu lado bom na UTI. Anjo do perdão foi bom, mas tá fraco. Culpa dos imundos, do espírito opaco. Eu queria ter pra testar e ver uma lore.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate that beat, by the way? That beat is probably the most perfect beat that you can get for this type of track, for this sort of like, you know, this hood living, you know, the stresses, the troubles, the dangers. That's the only beat that could do it justice, to be honest. Them horns in the background are just so mellow, and they just draw you in.
Tipo glória, fama, embrulhado em pacote. Se é isso que cês querem, vem pegar. Jogar no rio de merda e ver vários pular. Dinheiro é foda, na mão de favelado é mó goela. Na crise vários pedras, nós vem da esfarela. Vou jogar pra ganhar o meu, money vai e vem. Porém, quem tem, não cresce o zóio nem ninguém. O que tiver que ser será meu, tá escrito.
Tupac. Tupac. Standard, the legend that is Tupac. Was.
Imagina nós de Audi, ou de Citroën, indo aqui, indo ali, só punch, vai e vem, no Capão, no Apurá, vou colar na pedreira do São Bento, na Fundão, no Peão, sexta-feira.
Ooh, alright.
De teto solar, o luar.
So, I mean, like City of God, and you know, so I bring that up because, you know, I'm watching this, but films like, there's 3 films that are pretty much on the same level of violence and rawness. Is City of God is one of them. A French movie called La Haine, The Hate. That is a great movie to watch if you haven't watched that yet. And the original Menace to Society, not the parody Don't Be a Menace, the original Menace to Society. Again, those 3 films, in terms of hood living, those are the films that you need to watch. That and Boys in the Hood, but I genuinely found Menace to Society a lot more violent, and a lot more sort of representing of the hood. And yeah, so them 3 films, I'll always cherish them, because they taught me, again, I'm not from the hoods, but it taught me, like, because I love the music, I love rap and hip hop, and those are the movies that taught me or showed me in a way what life was like. Yes, it was a you know, movie representation standard, but it gave you more of an insight. You know, music videos don't really do that, whereas a movie actually goes through a story and it shows certain bits that obviously a white kid from the UK, I'm not gonna know that. So yeah, that's why I'll always appreciate those movies, and that's why I'll always appreciate the genre of rap and gangster rap and hip hop and any subgenres of it, apart from, you know, maybe yes, there's some Albanian stuff that I don't want to get into. Anyways, let's move it on.
De teto solar, o luar representa, ouvindo Cassiano, os gambé não aguenta. Mas se não der, negou, que tem? O importante é nós aqui, junto no que vem. E o caminho da felicidade ainda existe. É uma trilha estreita em meia selva triste. Quanto cê paga pra ver sua mãe agora e nunca mais ver seu pivete embora da casa, dá o carro, uma Glock e uma FAL. Sobe cego de joelho, 1.100 degrau. Quente é 1000 grau. O que o guerreiro diz, o promotor é só um homem, Deus é o juiz. Enquanto Zé Povinho apedrejava a cruz e o canalha fardado cuspiu em Jesus. Aos 45 do segundo arrependido, salve perdoado é Dimas o bandido. É louco o bagulho, arrepia na hora. Dimas, primeiro vida louca da história. Eu digo glória, glória, sei que Deus tá aqui. E só quem é vai sentir. E meus guerreiros de fé, quero ouvir. Meus guerreiros de fé, quero ouvir. Irmão, programado pra morrer, nós é. Ao lado direito do pai, certo é, dê no que der. Firmeza, não é questão de luxo, não é questão de cor, é questão que fartura alega um sofredor. Não é questão de presa, negou, ideia é essa, miséria traz tristeza e vice-versa. Inconscientemente vem na minha mente inteiro, na loja de tênis, o olhar do parceiro feliz de poder comprar o azul, o vermelho, o balcão, o espelho, o estoque, a modelo, não importa. Dinheiro é puta e abre as portas.
You know, these guys are telling a story, and it feels, sometimes it just feels a shame to you know, to pause the video just so I can talk about it. You know, it's they've dragged me in, they've hooked me in for this one.
Dos castelos de areia que quiser Preto e dinheiro são palavras rivais, é? Então mostra pra esses cu como é que faz. E seu enterro foi dramático como o blues antigo. Mas de estilo, me perdoe, de bandido. Tempo pra pensar, quer parar, que cê quer viver pouco como um rei ou muito como um Zé. Às vezes eu acho que todo preto como eu só quer um terreno no mato, só seu, sem luxo.
That beat and that guitar in the background, honestly, it is just turning this into a different track and I'm loving it.
Descalço, nadar no riacho, sem fome, pegando as frutas no cacho. Aí, truta é o que eu acho, quero também, mas em São Paulo, Deus é uma nota de 100, vida louca.
Vida Loka, Thug Life, love it. Oh, Vida Loka. Oh, okay. I thought it was like Crazy Life, but Thug Life in this case. Oh, gotcha. That's pretty good. Suspeto Media. I will have to message you, bro, because, you know, see if you can do some more subtitles for me. Thug Life Part 2, and yeah, that's exactly what it was, to be honest. Just showing what life is like, or was like, at least for these guys, you know, because I don't know what they're doing more recently. From what I've seen on the videos and the views that they get, and they're not as popular as they used to be. But then again, you know, it's a shame, really, because this is real, like, rap. This is what the rap genre was born out of, you know, the struggles and the not having much and that type of stuff, and, you know, they put it into a song. And that's what these guys have done. But everything else that's come out more recently, you know, it's all about the same fucking shit. You know, money, bitches, drugs, you know, this, that, guns, all that type of shit. But, you know, these guys were actually facing problems, you know, in the areas that they grew up in. Whereas, you know, the more recent artists, chances are some of them have never seen that before. But obviously they want to put this thug persona across, which is, you know, whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, that was the first time. Racionais MC. Like, let me know. Racionais, does that mean rational MCs? As in, you know, they're talking about the sort of, you know, the real problems in the world? I don't know. You let me know in the comments if you're watching, and please hit the like, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And if you need any help with the translations, on how to get them up, the auto translations, please get in touch. You can find me on Instagram at ParkedUpAnywhere. And yeah, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay alert.